Okay, everyone. I normally have been doing flow videos, but I decided to do one on SOFI for this week and probably next week as well, just because of how enticing it is. Um, when I was looking at Clove last week, I kind of thought that this week would be a sleeper week. Um, I knew that there was going to be a drop on Monday, or sorry, Tuesday. Today is July 6th, so Tuesday. And I kind of think it's going to bleed a little. I don't think it's going to stay at the 10 mark. I think it's going to go up to 11 this week, hopefully 12, but I do think it's going to be limping along this week. Hopefully next week we can definitely see some more progress on the options chain and just public sentiment. There was a really good catalyst at the end of the day today about doing Walmart deliveries and grocery deliveries. So hopefully that helps pick things back up for the Clove gang. But right now we will look at SOFI. The reason why I am so interested in SOFI is SOFI actually did have a nice month where it climbed up all the way up to $25.78. Actually, no, that's a little bit too far back. Sorry about that. It climbed up to a little bit less than a month ago to 23.89 was the close on June 8th. But from that 23.89, we saw a fairly, actually the low for the month at today it was at 17.35 at close. Now, one of the reasons why we're seeing such big up and downs here is because of the options chain. I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago, people started piling onto the options, and they are still piling on. And we are seeing these ups and downs. And that option chain is kind of why I am so interested in this stock. Let's go back to the minute by minute breakdown so we can take a look. So just as I always say, Monday morning, in this case Tuesday morning, we are going to see that big sell-off from out of the money calls from last Friday. Anything that they were hedging against, they no longer need, so they will dump it on the first day of the week at market opening. Not too many shares, which actually means that there were not that many calls out of the money. I think just the call option volume was fairly low. So we do see that drop. Now, we did kind of bleed throughout the entire day, and we didn't close at the absolute low, but we were fairly close at 1737 today. Actually, I think it was 1735 today, so not so great, but I am not that worried about SOFI. First of all, for anyone who has been looking into SOFI in the past, this is a highly touted stock. Almost everybody likes this stock, likes this company, likes the direction it's going, but the price is low. I think a lot of analysts have it as around $35 by the end of the year, so it's 50% off right now. I don't know if I can with price targets here, but let's see. Everybody has it as a buy. The low is $25, the average is $27.50, and the high is $30. I've seen some places go at $35, but we'll say $30. So a little bit more than half off, but still a pretty good discount. I think a lot of institutions and a lot of normal retail buyers, non-apes, are hanging back because of the volatility and maybe looking for a bigger discount than what is currently going on. Not too long ago, let's see, we were down to under 15. So maybe some people are looking for the under 15 mark. This was in May. So about 2 months ago, it was under 15. So maybe they think that is a good buying point. But for myself, I don't really look at things a month or two out. It's either extremely long, 3 to 5 years, or for life. I do think SOFI right now at this price is a good time to buy in for life. If you want to go long, buy some shares, and after a year or two, you should probably be doing okay. You should be pretty happy you bought at that price, as long as nothing insane happens to this company. Remember, this is not financial advice. This is just my own thoughts. But again, most analysts agree with me that this is a stock that is on the up and up. All right, so why am I interested in this when it's at a low price and I am looking for a short-term play? The main reason is because of the call options. This is what I usually gravitate towards in what I'm looking for quick investments that last only a few days, a week or two. So I'm not really too into the minute-to-minute chart like I used to be during the day, but I am looking for long-term plays, or long-term for me, which is, again, a week or two. So with SOFI, we did see some options activity. This is for the 9th, but if you look at this, it's not very impressive, honestly. You look at this and go, okay, $20. Yeah, this is weak. I'm not going to get into this. The reason why I got into this was not because of the 9th, but because of the 16th. This options chain here is pretty crazy. We're under 1750 right now, so about 18,000 contracts that will be in the money if we go up 20 cents. And then the next jump, this is not 50 cents or a dollar like most things, but 250. But if we can get it to 20, that's a nice fat number right there, 55,533. This actually went up from last week. End of week last week was around 50,000, 51,000. So this climbed, and pretty much all of this climbed this week. I think I saw a rise of about 10 to 12,000 contracts being signed or opened this week, today, for next Friday, so the 16th again. So, all right. So we have a good options chain here. If we get it to 20, I think this alone can easily carry us probably to 35, maybe even 40. Remember, with delta hedging, they will need to buy shares to stay neutral and keep up with that price. With this many contracts, I believe they are buying close to 1 million shares per $1 boost. So if we go from 1750 to 1850, they will be buying 1 million shares here. They go from 1850 to 1950, they will be buying 1 million shares. Now, if they go to 20, now things are going a little bit crazy. Because 20 alone will bring in more in the money calls, which means that the next jump to $21 or $22 is going to be bringing in more than 1 million shares. But because of that, I think once we hit 20, going to 50 is going to be pretty much instantaneous. I think this will happen in a matter of within an hour, and then once that happens, I think going to 25 will probably just be, again, within an hour, and then 30 will be fairly quick. 35 is probably where it's going to start tapering off unless more eights pile in, but still, 35 to 40 for a run is not a bad run. Now, I looked at this last week. I got really excited about it, figured out my plays for this week. So Monday morning, I knew it was going to drop, so I waited, and I was able to get in some calls. I believe I did the 9th and the 16th, and I was off by a couple cents on those calls, I was actually accurate on my price targets to a degree, but I got a little anxious in the morning and bought a little bit high, but still, I think I'm at a decent price where if this kicks off, I'm not going to be kicking myself. About 2,000 contracts, so if that works, then it works. And if it doesn't, depending on how things go tomorrow, I might close my contracts tomorrow if I don't see a big enough jump, and try again the following week. Now, what makes this exciting is, all right, this is the 16th, but they don't have weeklies, but if we do the monthlies, all right, we look at the 20th, there's actually another big chunk on the 20th. For August 20th, there's another 23,000. and then a couple thousand here and there. And then October, hey, we got good numbers in October. So we have another 21,000, 12,000, and another 12,000. So by $20 strike price, we're looking at another 33,000 at least. Let's go to January of 2022. And again, the 20 strike price, we have another 20,000. We actually have a lot of, we have close to 15, 17, about 18,000 in the money already. And then we can go to 2023. Not too bad, but almost another 10,000 here. So what I did was I actually went and added up all these dates and all these contracts. I did this at the end of last week after market closed, and I came out to about like 400 and I think 12,000 contracts. Today when I did it, I believe it was like 533,000 contracts. So just today alone, we saw an addition of 122,000 contracts throughout all these dates, not just the 16th of the 9th, throughout all these dates. But all of those contracts are being hedged for. So again, if we see a jump, when I said the 16th, a dollar jump will be about 1 million shares. That's actually going to be closer to 4 to 5 million shares per dollar jump. So expect, if it does go up, expect some fireworks. And if you haven't gotten in, I do recommend, actually, no, I don't recommend because I don't give personal financial advice. But personally, if I had not gotten in today, I would be trying to get in as soon as possible. I am going with the options for now, mainly because it's the most bang for the buck. And I do see this as explosive growth in the next 2 weeks. And if it putters out, I'm not going to be holding my contracts till death. I am going to be holding them probably until tomorrow or Thursday, depending on where the price goes. If it goes over 20 tomorrow, I think it will keep climbing, so I'll be fairly confident in it. If it goes to 18, 18.50 and kind of just stagnates there under 19, then I might be closing my contracts and just taking my profit. It's not much, but it is better than losing everything on those contracts because Friday, again, we tend to see drops. But if it's around, I would say 19 to 20, I will probably hold off and make my decision on Thursday. So that is my kind of review on SOFI. Again, analysts and myself think that this price is great, whether you think or not. I don't know. Do your own DD and come to your own conclusion. Good luck out there, and hopefully everybody can make a little bit of money this week. Thanks.